Hi, I'm McPhail. Welcome to Cooking with Kids. On this channel, we'll be learning how to cook with food from your garden. So tonight we're going to be making these mashed potatoes with this hamburger gravy and this weird cheesy zucchini tomato thing. So let's take a look at our ingredients. So we have zucchini, onion greens, the onion whites. We already sliced them because, well, I don't know. We have tomatoes, basil, carrots, and potatoes. We'll still have to peel them. We'll be slicing our potatoes into the compost because it'll produce more compost and feed our garden. So let's start peeling the potatoes. So you'll just do small little strokes like this to get all the scabs off. And then when you're done, you could slice them and cook it.
We're the ones too cool to say I love you.
So, there's always at the end this big mess, so you always want to clean it up. So, now you want to get a pot, and you want to rinse your potatoes. So, just run them under cold water until they're clean. So, you want to separate the potatoes with the dip in it from the rest because it could get the other ones dirty. It's totally normal. It breaks when the shovel hits the potato when you're digging them. So, you want to cut it out. Okay, so now you want to grab a cutting board because you want to cut the potatoes into size. You want to cut the potatoes into chunks about this big so they'll cook faster. So now we've cut all the potatoes into size so they'll cook faster. So now you want to bring the pot to the sink and fill the pot so it's just above the level of potatoes. Good. Right, so now you bring the potatoes to the stove and you turn it on to about 7.5. So because you just want them to boil, you don't want to burn them. Add about a teaspoon of salt. So just put it in, and then you want to grab a lid to trap all the heat, so it'll cook faster. So now that we've got our potatoes on to cook, there's not really much to do there. So we're gonna come over to our zucchini, and we're gonna make the zucchini tomato cheesy thingy. We'll take a big knife, we'll cut the top off, and a little bit off the back, so you don't want to eat that. And then you'll slice the zucchini in half. And then you'll slice the halves into quarters. And then you'll take the quarters and slice them into chunks like this. So now you want to add the olive oil, just a little dollop of it. Now that the olive oil is getting hot, we could add the onions to start sauteing. Now, you want to chop the basil into So now, you want to take a knife and put the basil into the pot. Now that the basil is in there, we can add the zucchini. And then you want to stir it up. And then you want to put on a lid. Now, while we're steaming the zucchini, you want to slice the potatoes in half because they'll boil down into smaller slices. Now that you've cut your tomatoes, you want to get a glove because when you take the lid off, the steam is very hot. And you want to take a spoon, put the tomatoes in, wow, and stir the tomatoes. Okay, so now you want to take half a teaspoon of salt, and stir it in. And then put the lid back on. So, now, you want to take the lid off of the potatoes, and you want to poke a big potato to see if it's not hard in the middle. If it isn't, they're ready to mash. Potatoes. So you want to turn the burner off. Take the strainer, put it in the sink, and then you want to take the potatoes and pour them into the strainer. Make sure to watch the steam coming up. So, now you want to get half a cup of milk, add it to the mashed potatoes, and some butter, and then mash. Okay, now you're going to take this out and you're going to put the lid on, and you're going to take the hamburger. This hamburger is already seasoned because my mom jarred it, but you could get hamburger from the store. Whoa. Oh, come out. No. Thank you. Okay, so you turn the frying pan on to about 6 and you mash it up and stir it around to help it cook. Now, you take the flour, you take about that much, and you spread it around, and then you want to stir it until it's all mixed up with the beef. And then you want to take some milk and you want to add a half cup at a time. And you want to stir it thick. You want to stir it quick because it gets thick fast. So So now while our beef is simmering, I'm going to turn it down to 3. And now we're going to check our zucchini. Zucchini looks great, so now we're going to turn that down too. So now we're going to add the cheese. You don't have to add the cheese, but we love it with cheese. You could use any kind of cheese. We use cheddar because that's the one we have. So now we're going to put the lid on and let the cheese melt. Thanks for coming to watch another episode of Cooking with Kids. If you're wondering why we have raw carrots, my sister won't eat zucchini, so we cut out some raw carrots.